Well, once a week, Lisa Goldberg and Natanya Eskin will join up with friends to share a great recipe.
Yeah, they call it the Monday Morning Cooking Club, and Natanya and Lisa join us now on Tuesday.
Yes, because you were busy yesterday at the club.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Lovely to see you both. Just elaborate on how it came about.
We came about 8 years ago to create a cookbook for charity, and then it became a project in preserving recipes. I think that's where we are now.
Okay, and this is one of the recipes right here. Natanya, tell us about the background to what you're going to make today.
Okay, well today we've got Kransküchen. That's how you pronounce it.
Kransküchen.
That's right. And what it actually is, it's a scone-like dough that's been rolled and filled with mixed dried fruit and apricot jam.
Okay, well, do you want to get started on this?
Yes, I will.
Because the lovely story about this is this was actually from an 80-year-old woman who had never written down the recipe. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. You keep going.
Yeah, I'll go.
And you then tested the recipe until you could work out what a handfuls and a pinches and a bit of this, bit of that actually meant.
That's exactly right. We went to, so this is Dinky's Kransküchen, and Dinky is a gorgeous lady who came from South Africa. She's now living in Sydney. So Dinky's Kransküchen is legendary in her community in South Africa and now in Sydney. So we went to her kitchen twice and stood with her while she did her pinch and her teacup and measured and recorded and wrote it down. And now it's in the book, and we're so excited that the whole world can now have it.
There must be a great sense of pride in getting a recipe published like this. Are you finding that you're inundated with people wanting to share family recipes?
Yes, I get stopped in the supermarket all the time now with people telling me about their grandmother's, you know, famous this and their auntie's famous that.
Everyone's got one, haven't they?
And it's wonderful because what it's done is it's inspired people to go back into their families and find the wonderful heirloom recipes that their grandmothers used to make.
That are on a battered piece of paper with all the
That's right.
stains.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what have we done so far? We've got
Okay,
flour.
so into 2 cups of flour, 1.5 plain and a half self-raising, I've put 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. I've chopped into that 60 grams of softened butter.
Yep.
And now we're going to add 1 cup of cream with 1 egg beaten into it, into that mixture. And then I'm going to use a knife to cut through that and just bring that dough together. The knife stops you from overworking it.
Right, okay. And how long would you need to keep mixing that and
It'll
cutting
be
through it?
a few
Just
minutes.
a few minutes. It's really
Which
quick.
we probably don't have. Do you have some pre-prepared dough or?
I think we can do it really quickly, though. I think
we
if
go.
we'll just be super fast. We'll do
Okay.
this.
Oh, you've got some there. So that's what it will end up looking
This is
like.
exactly what it'll end up
And if you do it really quickly, I can show you that it's actually takes a second. It's a really quick and easy thing. This is such a good thing for entertaining. Seriously, if you've got people coming over in a couple of hours, just get it in the oven and do it. So you put your dough out, and it doesn't even need to be fully formed at this stage because we can just bring it together really quickly, just like that. And then it's a matter of rolling it out, well-floured rolling pin.
And would you have this just as like a morning tea, or would you make it dessert and put it with ice cream and cream, or?
Either one.
Either way.
Morning tea, you'll see this morning, will go down really well.
Probably won't last till
Yes,
dinner.
afternoon tea, after dinner, served warm, straight out of the oven, beautiful. Going to just spread it on.
Jam.
And this is made by Natanya's mum, this jam.
Yeah.
We love that,
How good's a homemade jam?
It will be in the next one.
Right.
So we spread it out as thinly or as thickly as you like. It's quite sweet with all the sultanas and everything. So imagine we're spreading it out across the whole thing.
Yep.
And then cinnamon sugar goes on top. We make our own. It's a tablespoon of cinnamon to a cup of sugar.
Okay.
And it keeps for ages in the pantry.
Spread right to the edges when you've got time.
So let's pretend it's spread beautifully, okay?
And then we're going to
We'll be very happy with you.
Currants, sultanas and raisins,
Have
all
you
three,
soaked them at all, or they're just...
just as is.
just as is. And then it's just a matter of rolling it up.
That was a map of Australia before you did that just then, Lisa. I couldn't have... Poor Tassie was left off again.
Oh, there it is, just there. Okay,
And then
so that's it.
onto a tray and
literally.
into the oven.
Yeah, and then onto a tray. But before you do that, you need to make some cuts in the outside so that it doesn't...
I
it is
see.
going to crack anyway, so don't worry
This
about
is
the
what's
cracking.
happened over here.
So we've just done 5 or 6 of these around the outside.
Okay, we're going to have a taste. So you put that in an oven for how long and at what temperature?
180 for 45.
Before you taste it, I'm just going to ice it very quickly with half a lemon and a cup of icing sugar.
Oh, simple as that. Do you put
Yeah.
rind in as well?
No, you could though.
You could.
It'd be lovely.
And if
I like a bit of lemon in my lemon stuff, Gigi.
if it's too thick, you just need to add a little bit of water.
Okay, now we need to find a knife, as we have got
a
to
knife.
go, sadly. But not
The
before
book looks
we have a taste.
absolutely beautiful. That's available now, is it?
Yes, it's available.
And part of the proceeds of that go to...
All of our profits go to charity.
Oh, well, what about that? That's wonderful. Well done.
great
Thank you.
Such a lovely concept. I love it.
We'll make sure that we put all the details on our Facebook page.
Come on in, Fordo, have a
Gigi?
taste.
You there, Fordo?
Yeah.
Come on. Don't lurk.
Why
in
are you looking at me? Just kind of
there. Because
staring at the food.
You are hanging
Lovingly.
around.
You need to cut a much thicker slice.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful with a
Feels-
cup of tea.
It tastes
Yeah.
healthy as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Does it?
Wholesome.
It's fruit.
There you go.
Love it. Preserving those really lovely old
Tanya,
recipes.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done. Thank you.
so
Good to
much.
meet
Thank you very
you.
much.